Good afternoon, this is Stormcastle from Stormcastle's Comics and Collectibles. And today I kind of want to go over this Batman 157. I'm not going to read through all the story, but I want to discuss why you might buy a low-grade book and, put out of it, I paid $10 for this. I think it's about fair. I know it is a low-grade book, and I'll show you things about it. But I'll explain why, in my opinion, this is the kind of low-grade book to buy. Now, as you note at the top here there is a chunk missing out of it right here. And there is a stain on the edge of the top. But what is nice about this book, it's 1963, so it's older than I am. I always like buying books that are older than I am. I've seen some time, but what is good about this book is, first off, is this is a nice cover. Otherwise, it presents really well. I mean, if you look at it, except for the little chunk on the top, it's a beautiful looking cover. Honestly, if somebody went and got a book like this slabbed, I would understand why. Some people don't like slabbing books. Their opinions. I actually only own one slabbed book, and it's a copy of Sandman number 50, and I bought it online. But I like the idea of slabbing much older books to conserve them, especially when they're in really bad condition. Now, this book, on the other hand, is very good. You look at the cover, it's missing. What happened is this is actually considered restored, because if you look on the inside of the book here, this looks like it's a restored book. Conservative book, I guess they call it. I mean, could be restored, or it could just be taken off, but I'm pretty sure it's a restored book. Conservative book. But if you look otherwise, the pages are fairly nice. I mean, there's some dust shadows, things here. The outer pages does look. The inside cover, you can definitely see somebody attempted to clean and restore this book. But as you get farther in the book, the pages actually do get a bit lighter. On the outer side, they are kind of, but it doesn't have much of a bad smell. I mean, it smells like an old book. When I get in my 60s, I smell at least as good as this. Sorry. I'm actually in my 50s. So, but, it doesn't have a very acidic smell. There's no odor. There is also no visible mildew or anything on them. I'm going to flip it over so I can look at this. As you can see, staple. They're not rusted. I believe it's the actual real full thing. Probably should have did a page count. But this is the kind of book you get. If you can find a low grade, I mean, like I said, it's conserved and everything. I got it because I thought it would be nice. Batman was still goofy at this time. This is before he starts becoming serious. But the art isn't all that bad. Whoever Bob King was having to do the art for him. Not going to say anything about that. There's all the things, but it's a good looking book, honestly. And yes, the front does kind of, but there's slight pull. I don't think the staple's been pulled. But, the art is fairly decent, and the pages do have a I mean, yes, they are a bit dark on some of them, but honestly, I've seen books not as old or just about as old with some real yellow pages. But again, you can't smell. But I thought that, in fact, it's a nice presenting copy. Hunt for Batman's Identity. Now, see if you look on the center, there is a staple mark there, a staple mark here, and that tells me that these staples have not been pulled. At least that one does. And it's a bit of rust. It doesn't smell like anything there. So I can tell it's not like a married book. Hunt for Batman's Identity. I gotta kind of ripple this up. But it is in fairly decent shape. And I thought, just something that's nice to look at. I mean, I said, usually I'm not a big Silver Age DC fan, unless it's like some of the horror books. But, there are some Justice League books I do want. Because I'm an Avengers fan, but I also am a Justice League person. Anything with the Golden Age JSA heroes would make me happy. And I said, I have books I want, but I thought that this is not in that bad of a shape. King is kind of funny looking. And this is interesting, but the book is in relatively good shape. It's had the spine. It looks like this work. Looks like you may have tried fixing the cover. But if you're somebody that's hunting for older books, this is the kind of older book you really want to get. Because, I mean, yes, you can see here where let's see up in the corner. He's tried to fix there. Wherever the person I got it from, he got it probably from collection. I think there are marks on the thing. But honestly, this is the kind of older. Oh, tried to knock the camera off there. There's a mark on the back here. You can see the DC logo. Maybe it's peeled back. Yeah, it looks like it's peeled back there. I need to fix it. But I just want to show it off. But this is as I was saying, this is the kind you want to get. It's got a really nice cover. If you were going to slap this was something valuable, expensive book. This is the kind that you would get, even though it is a lower grade. The restoration, in fact, it's got the beautiful cover. The way it looks doesn't smell bad. In my opinion, this would be worth finding. If I could find myself an Avengers 7, or Avengers 3, or Avengers 4, Avengers 1, early FF, early Spider-Mans. Especially like I said, if you were going to slab the thing, this I wouldn't slab. I mean, I really don't think there's very much. I just got it as a lark. But this would be the kind of book you get. As long as it's beautiful looking, and you don't mind that. Even if it is a lower grade book, you're gonna like, because you have the beautiful cover to nice look at. What I mean? That's just my opinion. This is has an August cover date. It's number 157. It's from June 6th, which is D-Day, 1963. So it's out old, and you can even see there's the cover stamp on the bottom there, a date stamp from there. But anyways, those are just my thoughts. I just wanted to show off the book and reasons why, in my mind, this was a good buy because it presents nice. And in the end, this is actually probably going to go in my kid's collection, who is much more of a bigger Batman fan than I am. I just liked it. There was a Superman book that was there also. And I think that was Brainiac on the cover. I'm going to go back and get that. But it was just nice. Like I said, I liked the way the cover looks. If there was something I was going to get and put on the wall, or something that looked nice, this would be the kind of thing to look for. I know some people actually have to have the best grade possible, but if you can get something that presents well to look at, and you don't need the actual highest grades possible, this is the kind of thing to look for. A piece chips missed out or something on the back or whatever. This would be the kind of thing you'd want to get to add to your collection. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Said I bought the book as a lark, and I thought it would make nice for content. I said gonna see what my kid wants for her collection. If not, I'm very happy in my collection. But just keep your eyes out there hunting. Sometimes you'll see a book, it's really old, that you're like, oh, do I want it? Yeah, there's a mark to it, but again, the rest of the cover is gorgeous. You want to look at this. You can see all the characters. The yellow still is fairly yellow. Black is pretty black. Yeah, there are some fine tag creases, but the logo looks really good. And that inherently is one of the reasons why you buy it with a really nice looking cover. Anyways, this is Stormcastle. Thank you for listening to me ramble for a little bit. Like the video if you liked it. If you agree, disagree, I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts about getting these older books, even if they're lower grades, with these kind of defects, as long as the rest of the cover is there. I'm not a big Batman collector kind of person, so this is, like I said, this is a book of opportunity for me. But just thought, and tell me what you think, and maybe I'd have a conversation. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I would appreciate it. And share. Show some of your friends. Maybe you know a Batman fan. Anyways, I'll talk to you later, and see you the next one. Bye.